Hello viewers, good day wherever you're watching from. This is BlisSpot show with Blessing Dinkba. I remain your faithful girl, Blessing Dinkba. Today we have an interesting topic to discuss with you, which we have made up and mapped out to forward our vision for the next programs and plans and dreams we have in life. And BlisSpot is here to give you clips and tips and keys on how to go about those dreams, those plans of yours. Today in the house we have a guest who's going to teach us, who's going to enlighten us, who's going to expand our vision and expand our plans to achieve all we have in mind to be or to do. Now we're going to introduce from the BlisSpot show, we welcome our pastor, Pastor AKPO Onduku. Sorry if I'm mistaking the name. Welcome, sir. Welcome to BlisSpot show with Blessing Dinkba. Can you say hi to the viewers, sir?
Hi, God bless you for joining us.
Amen. Thank you very much. It's a privilege. We're honored to have you in BlisSpot show today. We say a very big thank you, sir. We appreciate your presence. And we know you being here today, the viewers are going to learn a lot from you. And this topic is an interesting one. I myself, when it came, I'm like, yeah, it's going to help me one way or the other. Maybe where I'm not getting it right, where I'm getting it wrong, I have to adjust to it and make sure success is everyone's dream. Wherever we're doing, in anything we're doing, we want the outcome to be successful. We want it to come out at the end, something we're going to be look back and say, yes, we are really doing well. That is everyone's dream. No one want to fail. Everyone want to succeed. So these keys and tips here, our pastor is going to relate to us today, will help us. Trust me, it's going to take us a long way. Wherever you're watching from, you can have your time, get a pen, get it down, and learn something from our daddy today. So how do we relate the word success? At least we should know what it is first before we start applying the keys to what we do. Thank you, sir. This is for you, for us to know what it is as in success, what it is all about.
Well, my name is, once again, AKPO Onduku. Success, to me, as when people ask me, what is it, what's a short definition on what it means to succeed in life.
Yeah.
I've always said that success is when you are able to help other people to achieve your life dreams.
Yeah.
That means when what you do is able to enable others to be able to succeed in life, to achieve, to attain their life goals. Whatever you are doing in life is able to impart, for instance, simply, a father being able to, whatever he's doing, whatever his career, whatever he's doing, is able to enable his children, his family to succeed.
Yeah.
So that is the attainment of life goals.
Yeah.
It's when you are able to attain your life goals, what you've set for yourself, and you're able to attain those goals, then you've succeeded. And being able to enable others to succeed in their dreams.
Okay. What are the things, like we said, the keys to success? That means there are some particular things. Maybe let me come in terms of a dream. Maybe I want to from this time to this time in my business, I want to make it grow. In my marriage, I want an improvement, because as you define the success, it's something to attain, it's something to get properly, for you to go right way. Then I'm putting it now in terms of what we do every day. In terms of business, how do we go about as in making it to work out, making it to be what we have ever wished for it to go? Is there anything to apply on them? These are the keys that will help us for it to grow in terms of business, how to add it up. Is it by multiplying or adding more capital to it, adding more money to it in order for it to flourish? Or with the one we have, there are things we can do that can make it grow more than what we was before.
Simple, I will take it here, but simply success can be in different forms.
Yeah.
And just a background.
Okay.
financial success, career success, your marital success, your ministerial success.
Exactly.
If you're talking about success in ministry,
it
can be in various forms. I did a 60 seconds video on success. If you watch my pages, you will watch that. And 3 things that I highlighted there, and I've always used that as the base in my work in career or ministry. That 3 keys. Number 1, hard work. Number 2, you have faith. Then number 3, the grace of God. And those are the 3 umbrella keys that are always there, quick to grasp. You've got hard work, you've got faith, and you've got the grace of God. And that as a base, we can look into that if we have time to expatiate.
Some people will say, thank God the faith is there and the grace of God is there. How about we looking into maybe prayers? Does prayer take a long way for us to succeed in life? Prayers,
if you look at hard work, it is said that seest thou a man that is diligent in his business, he will see himself among kings, important people, not before mean men. Their diligence comes in, and that takes care of prayer. You can see prayer there. Prayer in the fact that if you look at Mark 11:24, if you give yourself, if we all have, God has given us faith, even the mustard seed faith, the Bible describes it there, Mark 11:22-24. You can speak to mountains, and mountains will move. There in now says in verse 24, if you ask anything, asking involves prayer. If you ask anything and you believe and not doubt, then what you ask will come to pass. So you must stand in the place of prayer. Psalm 37, verse 5, 6, 7 talks about committing, commit thy ways unto thy Lord. Trust in him, and he will bring it to pass. Committing your ways unto God, which is prayer. Matthew 7:7 says, ask, it shall be given to you, seek, you will find, knock, and the door shall open. So prayer is key, but that is, I will say, is hard work. In whatever way, you want to put it. In the spiritual journey, prayer is the key. In business, you must work hard. If you don't work, it will lead to poverty.
So prayer is also in hard work.
Prayer is not easy. Prayer is not an easy work. That's why you see people, those that are lazy in prayer, go around looking for who to pray for them, something like that. They go to different, being there now because of not being able to give in prayer. They see themselves being tossed to and fro all over the place. When we all have access to God.
So hard work, prayer is also part of the hard work.
Yes.
And waking up early, as in early risers, they are also part of hard work.
I wake up. When we started the church here, when we started, we were using a community center in the outskirts of the city. And then I needed an office where, so I was operating from my house. I needed an office. I needed where I can have time, alone. Then in the process, we got a 2-room office in the community center. 2-room office. Then we hired the main hall for services. Then we started a 2-hour prayer every day. That was in 2010. We started 2009. So 2010, we got February 2010. We had 2 rooms in the community center. So by 12 o'clock every day, 12 to 2, we set out 12 to 2 every day, midday for prayers. So, and that we did for over a year. So we're there February, March, April, May, June. By July, our doors began to open, and we got this place from and by 12 to 2, all I would do by 12 o'clock, I would lie down in my office. It's unlike the normal prayers whereby you see someone raising prayer points. I would just lie down and start praying. By the time we wake up, by the time we put up my head, the place will be filled up.
Yeah.
My office, inner room will be filled up. There's a second room, the 2 rooms that we have, the other room will be filled up. Yeah. People will be in the passageway of the community center, all over the place. And 2 hours, we are gone. Some come for 1 hour, but we were consistent.
Okay, consistency is the key. Okay, so in terms of the hard work, because I want you to expatiate more what it takes for that hard work, what is involved to be like I'm hardworking and I'm seeing results in what I'm doing. What are we supposed to do for us to be like we're hardworking? Like you say, early rising and being consistent is part of hardworking. Prayer is also part of hard work. Is there any other thing that is part of being hardworking for us to succeed in life?
You must be diligent. You must be passionate.
Passionate.
Yeah. And you must be determined.
Oh, yeah.
You must, prayer should, success beyond, I'm using that on the ministerial axis. I'm a career person.
Yeah, I know.
So if you talk about, I studied in 4 universities in the world.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to say, if I'm talking about success in career, by the time I was leaving my home country, I studied in the university called University of Benin.
Okay.
When I was living there, I left with 3 degrees.
Wow.
Then I went to Austria, the European Peace University. Then I came to Bradford. I had 2 qualifications here, my PhD and another certificate here. Then I went to the US. Then I read law there and LLM in law there in the US. So,
what were you doing?
Yeah, so that's talking about passion.
Exactly.
You must be determined. You must be. One other thing I will quickly say is that you must refuse to be distracted. I use like in the church here, this year, we use a mandate, the FCD principle. Principle. F, C, and D. That was the basis. I was just doing it like an appraisal of the year vision, and I was reminding the church of what FCD, focus,
okay,
connect,
okay,
and deliver.
Okay.
FCD. So you must. So in January, I gave out the vision of the church, and I said, "This is what we're going to use: focus." You connect, and you deliver. So we must be focused. Okay, if you know our story as pastors, we had some challenges in the course of the year. My family, our baby boy was in the hospital. All right. So even my wife was surprised when I was given the appraisal in the last 2 Sundays that you were able to do all this while I was in the hospital. You were alone with our two other children, and we were able to produce this document for the church in January in the midst of the battle. And I said, but I needed to be focused. So I needed to give a template, write the vision. Habakkuk says, write the vision, and those that come wrong with it. So write the vision and make it plain. So the focus is that you must be focused in what you want to achieve in life. Ministry, marriage, career, business. Just be focused. So as a ministry, we just, inspire the people to be focused.
Nothing should distract you.
No, nothing. Don't be. I use this. There's this. I learned this from a particular man of God, Dr. Ricky Temple. I think he's late now in the US. And he said, "Don't be consumed and be distracted." That means I can be in a place. When I was studying in the university, I was self-financing my PhD. I was self-financing my PhD. I had a scholarship in Austria. I had a scholarship in the US. But for Bradford, my PhD, I was self-financing it. So I needed to be focused.
Yes, sir.
To be able to succeed. It was huge international fees for international students. And so what I did was, that means I have to work. I have to, and I was starting the church in Bradford, the Redeemed Christian Church of God. If you know our story in Bradford, our nearest one, we started in 2002. Our nearest church was Manchester.
Manchester.
You know, so yeah, was the only student for the church. And then I have to mobilize all the young men and women around the city, you know, this university, to be part of the choir, to be part of the workforce, you know. That means I have to open to them. Being an evangelist on campus, you have to have them around you. You know, your doors are open. I'm a PhD student. I'm helping them in the undergraduate work, their master's work. They are asking one question at other. So, and I still have to be focused. So that means if I'm the time I have, that's what I'm coming to.
Okay.
When I'm in the library for my own research work.
Yeah.
And if I'm spending 2 hours there, then I will refuse to be distracted, no matter people come around me. I remember the case of a particular student, a female student, coming to I was studying. I needed just 2 hours before going to work or going to bed, you know. Then she came and she was in the book aisles in the library, pretending to be looking for a book, but she was like picking them and bringing them down, making noise all over the library. And I just finished. I saw the student as an African student, female student, but finished my reading. And when it was time for me to go and sleep or go to work, I ran down to my hostels. Then 1, 2, 3 weeks later, she came to visit another student next to my room, my same floor in the hostels. And I happened to go to that room to pick up something from this my male student flatmate, you know. And she was in that room and she saw me there. She said, "At last, you are in the same place with me." And I said, "Young woman, what do you want?" She said, "I came to the library, I saw you in the library, and I wanted your attention." She doesn't know me all that. But she just wanted to have a conversation with me. You know? And I said, what she did was to first lock the door in my friend's room. My friend was there. And she said, "Now tell me how you are coping." You know, you are doing a PhD, you are self-financing, and you are doing so many other things.
How do you do?
We are just doing a master's programs, and we are struggling. You know, so and you know you can relate. So when I was in the library, despite what she was doing to get my attention, I refused to be distracted. You know, so you must be focused. That is, you know, no matter what, know what to do at every point in time.
So this is part of the hard working, because we have really expanded it. That's interesting. So we should be focused. We shouldn't be distracted. We should just move on to that which we want to acquire. Then when it comes to faith now, you know, I don't know how that works to be successful. So we want to know more what faith can help us do to succeed, to be successful.
Faith is simple. Hebrews 11:6 says, "Without faith, you cannot please God." Okay. James 2:17 says, "You know, faith without work is dead." All right. Okay. So, and we can go on and on about faith. The just shall live by faith. You know, Romans 1:17 and all that. So, what faith is? It's you taking a bold step.
Okay.
It's you taking a bold step. There's some things be fearless. You know, of course, like for number one, you can see where we are. This building. We came into this building just 1 year, maybe 10 months thereabouts. 1 year, about 9 months in ministry. That we came to this building. About a year and 9 months in ministry. We have this building, we have a 3-story building in the back. You know, we have a 3-story building in the back, and we have this place. So it took, at the time we were coming here, we were given a rental agreement. First, we had what we call incremental rentage. We had to have it first 3 months, £900. Second 3 months, £1,100. The next 3 months, £1,300. The next 3 months, it will be £1,500, £1,500. You know? And we agreed to come. It will take faith.
Yeah.
And all the sellers were doing was to enable us to buy it on time.
Yeah.
You know, and it will take faith for you to take that bold step to come in.
Yeah.
And without faith, you can't please God. Simply, that's if we're taking that as a background scripture.
Yeah.
And by the grace of God, we came in 2010 September 11. By 2012, we got the place. We purchased the place.
Yeah. Okay, so bold step, being fearless, can help us as in have faith that we can make it. Because if we don't have faith that we can succeed, that means we already fail it.
But you must be diligent.
You must be diligent.
No, you can't just take a bold step. You can't be foolish.
Yeah.
Because you want to walk by, you want to see yourself being a man or woman of faith.
Yeah.
Then you take some foolish kind of decisions. No.
So that means knowing what you want first.
You must know what you want.
You must know what you want. You aren't doing it because you
want to impress.
Exactly.
You want no.
So that's the only way for you to succeed. If really you have passion, because when you really know what you want, you're definitely gonna have passion on them.
Yes.
So it comes within, and it has to be something you really, really want to do and something you are good at. So to help you to succeed more. So when you go through those keys, which is bold step, be fearless, you're going to make it. So be diligent, like you say, and be persistent all the time. That's wonderful. This is really, the illustration you gave to us has really taught us not to be distracted, no matter what we are, no matter what comes our way. So we should be focused in what we do. That is another way for us to be successful. So we also want to know if there are other keys that could help us in our careers, in all areas, apart from the one you have listed so far, before we talk about the grace of God. And what do we do for us to achieve that grace? That's another question that will come later. Is there any lifestyle we need to keep away for us to achieve this grace from God? Because without the grace of God, we can't succeed. So the grace of God, is there anything for us to do? But that's a part I want you to enlighten us more, still on the faith issue, because some people don't believe that faith exists, as in they'll be like, something is there and you want me to believe it's not there, and you want me to believe it's there. You know, some people they are so doubtful in everything. They will be like fear, like I say, if they condemn fear, if they're able to overcome fear, that means faith has come in, they will succeed. So I want you to help us to something that could encourage people not to have doubts, because it's the opposite of faith.
Okay. If you ask me about a one word or a one verse in the Bible that I love most, it would be Psalm 119, verse 116.
Okay.
And if you say, okay, Pastor, what is your most favorite verse in the Bible? Psalm 119, verse 116. It simply says, uphold me according unto thy word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Okay? It says, uphold me according to your word. So the word of God is key. Okay. Right. You cannot apply that word in different ways. That may be in a spiritual journey. But if we say in career, in business, okay, I would say learning.
Okay.
You know, keep learning.
Yeah.
Keep learning and you get to the top. You get to what you want. Learning does not mean going to the conventional university or conventional institutions. You know, keep reading.
Yeah.
No, keep reading, keep learning. The moment it is said that the moment you stop learning, you stop growing. You know, so you must learn, you must read. You know, if it's a spiritual journey, you must make the word the basis. The 2 Timothy 2:15 says, "Study to show thyself." So you must study. You must study in what if it's marriage, in our marital journey. You know, if you watch our videos on our website, on our social media pages, you will see that even before our wedding, we read so much about marriage, intercultural marriage, and marriage as part. I've said it. I mean, we were sharing that my marriage library is even more than my PhD library. Just because I knew I was going to a particular aspect in life that I can't do something I can't do it twice. I I can fail in the PhD and go back and get it sorted. But for the marital journey, it was like a one chance kind of task.
Yeah.
So we had so much in our marital, in our, in my library for marriage, both of us. That's why we have a marriage ministry. And beyond that, then we now went to trainings in the US, in Florida. We went to a 6 weeks course. They call it PAIRS.
Okay.
The PAIRS as for relationship course. We went for an intensive 6 weeks course on marriage. And that also, you must be learning in whatever. So if you're in business, you must be learning beyond conventional education, whereby you go to school. You can read books. Now you have so many YouTube clips that you can learn it different. If you want to go into different any aspect of life, any calling you want, you must be able to read. You must, if you are able to take time to study in that field that you want to, be an expert in, then you will get there.
Get there. Okay, that's fine. So you must get there. So these are the keys, and so much has learned a lot. I've learned a lot on this very topic from you, that your experiences and the way you were able to get there, and today is like a testimony after all the hard work, after all the persistence, or all you did in order for you to achieve those things. So it's really, really what's emanating, is really what's learning from you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we did really do appreciate you today. So going more, like I earlier said, you're gonna expatiate more on how do we get this grace. Is there anything that requires for us to get the grace of God for us to succeed?
Okay. Yeah. I will use the words of Paul, if I'm able to. 1 Corinthians 15:10 says, "But by the grace of God, I am what I am. And his grace toward me was not in vain. But I labored." So even the grace of God was still connected to hard work. Paul said, even though I had the grace of God, I labored more abundantly than any other person. But he now said, even that labor was the grace of God. He said next was, what did he say? He said, "Yet not I that was able to labor, but the grace of God which was with me." So even the strength that you have to work, even the strength that you able to use to be able to perform that task was the grace of God. Others want to work, but they don't have the strength. So we must acknowledge the grace of God. Look at what grace gives you, what you don't deserve. Grace is about, there's one thing about grace and effort. You can succeed by two major lines. Success comes by two major lines: grace and effort. For instance, ministry-wise or in career, maybe in a workplace or in business, any endeavor. Okay. Maybe let's say if you have two students, A and B, one studies at all time, very diligent. The other one is an easygoing person. Easygoing student. But it comes out at the end of the day to call this, with A's, first class. But the other one studies and maybe a 2-1. There you can see the grace of God manifesting for the other one. It's not the hours that he puts in, cannot be compared to the one that uses effort. One uses effort to succeed. One uses effort, putting in so much to succeed. But for others, for little effort, just you can see God's favor. That's why we say it's unmerited favor.
Unmerited favor.
So you can succeed success comes by in two strands: grace
Yeah.
and effort.
And effort.
So whatever way you choose,
choose.
the effort you have to work hard.
Grace
Too, you have to work. Like Paul said,
Okay.
I labored more than any other person. Even that was by the grace of God. So you can, the grace of God comes whereby, I won't say me, people, two persons
Okay.
can go for a particular building. They want to purchase a building.
Yeah.
One has all the money,
Okay.
but the other doesn't have
money.
Doesn't have all the money.
Yeah.
At the long last, the one with less money is being able to get the same that building. You can see the favor of God.
Yeah.
Maybe the seller coming to say, no, I prefer this person. I don't know why, but I want to give.
Yeah.
I want this person.
I
want this person. Yeah, this one has the money. Ready and everything more, even more. He wants to get it. But I want to give to this person. My spirit goes to this person. I don't know why, but I want to give. So you see the favor of God, the grace of God coming in. So grace is unmerited favor. But even grace
need work. Yeah, because if you're not presenting something, if you hadn't started this thing, the favor wouldn't come.
No.
If you hadn't made plans, if you haven't made the goals, as in the dreams, those grace and those favor won't come. So that is why it's necessary for us to have
Don't
plans.
just sit down.
Exactly.
Don't just sit down and say, okay, the grace of God is sufficient. No, you must. You must
I do hear that, sir.
You must
People
knock at
will
the
be
door.
like, the grace of God is there. You just relax. Does it exist?
No, you must knock at the door. You must make
You must make effort. You must make move.
You must make move.
Yeah.
You must make the move.
Move.
For God's fullness to manifest.
So we must make move for God's fullness to manifest. So you say, I will bless the work of your hands. So there should be something for him to bless. So that is also how for us to succeed. We must make move. We must try our best to make plans and know really what we want, then go towards it. Then God's grace will lead us through. Really, 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 sir, I'm really blessed today with all this experience, all this teaching. I'm glad to have you once again in BlisSpot show. You are really blessed, sir. Your family and all your careers and all you have achieved in life is really, really what's learning from you. And thank God for this privilege today. You have really taught us on how to be focused and how to be determined in life. And I believe with these keys so far you have spoken, everyone is happy, and as I am happy. I'm going to learn from it and apply them to whatever we are doing. So we need to be diligent, we need to pray, we need to be consistent, we need to be focused. That's the word key I learned today. Being focused, being not to be distracted, not to be, because distraction comes, temptation, there will be falling apart, failure. But under that thing, does failure also help for someone to succeed?
It is said that failure is a postponed success.
Okay.
Okay. I always say, don't ever give up.
Okay.
Don't give in, but press through. Sure. Okay. So, and I always say that a single failure should not stop you.
Yeah.
Try again.
Yeah.
Okay. So, failure is part of the journey.
Yeah.
Failure is part of the journey. What example do I want? You may say that Paul may have failed in life at some point. You may say, like Joseph, maybe failed, but in his life journey, but you can see how all that, or Moses failed because he didn't use wisdom by reacting, in a way, the process killing, an Egyptian. By the time he was going to separate his two brothers, and then came and he has run away. He has to flee from his comfort of Egypt, whatever. But it's part of it, Failure is part of the journey. But don't give up when the challenges they've come to build you up. You must be determined to know that when you fall, the righteous man will fall 7 times, you rise again. So you have to rise make sure that you don't stay down there.
Yeah.
Rise up.
They are
And
part of
it's
our
part-
way, our journey to
it's part
success.
of it. It's
Yeah,
part of
it's
it.
part of it. Interesting. Really, really interesting. So when we feel we shouldn't be stopped. We should keep pressing on. We shouldn't give up. We should just keep growing. So these keys so far: hard work, favor, and grace. Hard work,
faith, and grace.
So in that grace, the favor of God comes in there. So we must have faith in what we are doing and have faith in God. And we must be hardworking. We must be diligent, we must be consistent, we must be focused. So these are under the hard work. So actually, sir, I'm really, really happy, sir. Actually, I'm happy and I've learned a lot, like I said earlier. So we're trying to round up now, and I believe the keys so far will really help us in our journey of life, in whatever we want to embark on. So because when we want to embark on something, we need to learn what it takes and how to succeed about it. So these are really going to take us a long way for us to know that hard work will help us achieve our goal in whatever we are doing, whether career, marriage, what have we. So hard work, faith, and the word of God, like you say, is the major key for us to succeed in whatever we are doing. The grace of God will see us through, even as we're moving to different dreams, and people have different as a way of living their lives in their business. So I believe this will also help them to scale them through and bring them back if they are going apart from where they're supposed not to. Thank you very much, sir. We do appreciate you.
Yeah, one thing I want, the hard work, don't just work hard.
Okay.
You know, but you must plan.
Okay.
Like, okay, I must work hard. The year is coming to an end. It's a new year coming now. Now, Pastor have said I must work hard. No, plan your life.
Yes.
You know, that's what we call preparation. Be strategic.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
Plan. For instance, as a ministry, what we do is we'll come out with everything I will need to do for the entire year.
Yeah. So planning ahead.
I've planned ahead from what you see me do in September. I didn't just do it.
Yeah.
I've planned it from January.
Okay.
It's in my calendar. It's stated. It's written down. I've got from January, the month of January. Every service is stated. Yeah. Every program, every activity is stated there. Yeah. That is planning. Yeah. Order. They now prioritize.
Okay.
You know, which of these will I give this amount of time? So in the process of the year, if I see someone distracting me, like I have an early morning prayer every day of the year. So I've got an online prayer, global prayer ministry. Every day of the year, I'm up a particular time, 6:30 to from 6 to 7. I'm up. So if you want to distract me and keep me for an event that will get up to 1, 2, 3 a.m., no. I will get out of that particular event. It's not, wherever I am, I will come up and I'm online to lead the people in prayers. That is, I've planned my life, that hour is for that. Yeah. So no matter how you want to take me out of my schedule, no, I must. So you do, and if you can do that, even you plan your life to even minutes. That means I should be able to know what I'm doing on the 24th of December, 2020, at 2 p.m. From today.
This is great.
So by the time you can state it like that, so when it comes to 24th of December, somebody says, come to Liverpool for one particular thing. You look at your events, but this is not part of it. I planned my life to succeed in social area. Then by the time you're able to stick, not that you must be too rigid, but you must be focused to be able to achieve that. Let me round up this. You know, when I was to finish my PhD, I had a diary whereby I put in all what I wanted in life, my degrees and all what I wanted as my career. So by the time I was finishing a PhD, I had a law program ahead of my PhD that I've written that I must do. Okay, so then I got married. I was getting married in my last year, PhD year. Then after that, then I've secured a scholarship for the law program. a year before the end of my PhD. By the time I got married, I'm finishing my PhD now. I'm getting married now. I need a job to take care of my family.
Yeah.
But my wife got to know that I got a scholarship for my PhD in the US.
Okay.
So, but now I was getting tired of reading. But because I've planned it and I've secured a scholarship for it a year ahead, in the long run, we moved to the US immediately. Just immediately, I just dropped my PhD, dropped my thesis. We got out of the UK. I flew back from the US for my Viva. Then flew back immediately. Flew back, passed the Viva, graduated the next week, thereabout. Then the next day, the day after my graduation to PhD, I was out of the UK, back to the US. So there was no time to waste.
Yeah, because it's already planned.
It's already planned.
Programmed.
So if you don't plan your life, okay, I'm in the UK for graduation, spend another 1-2 weeks. Yeah. No, you just waste your time, and waste your days, waste your precious moments. You cannot buy time.
At all.
No, you cannot buy time.
At all. So planning ahead and working with the plans is necessary for success. So we must plan, we must walk through the plans, no matter what. That's a good one. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome. I believe this one alone is, in fact, is like the biggest of all the keys. Planning and making sure you follow the plans. It will really help us to succeed in whatever we're doing. Thank you very much, sir, once again. Like we do address you, Pastor, and we're supposed to be calling doctor. I know that is one thing again I
pastor
really,
is an higher calling.
Yeah, I really love about you, sir. We bless God for your family. We thank God for you, mommy, and your ministry. How God has been faithful.
Thank you so much for the support over the years.
Tap to read that. We'll also be, as you have taught us today, we'll be able to get there. Thank you very much, sir. Viewers, we thank you for joining us so far. We thank you for watching, and we know you have learned a lot today from our daddy. Thank you once again, sir. We are grateful to have you. So we're coming to the end of this program today, the BlisSpot Show. Keys to success. Really, the keys were really given. And I've really jotted them, and I'm going to use them in whatever we're doing. Even what you're doing already, you can apply them. If you're giving up, don't give up. If you want to quit, don't quit. Just be there, keep moving and keep moving in the grace of God. Like the last key, the grace of God will definitely launch us to our dream. Amen. Thank you very much, sir. We're coming to the end of the show today. We're really glad. And viewers, we want to say bye for now, and we're coming your way. Soonest we're coming your way. Soonest as you ever think of 2020 is going to be a great year for us. So let's watch out. Let's look forward. Keep being around the BlisSpot. Keep watching this spot. You're going to be blessed. Thank you very much. Bye for now. So I want to say, she said the last word to the viewers and say goodbye to them, sir. Yeah.
Well, you listen, Psalm 92, verse 12 talks about the righteous shall flourish. The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. They shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. In all that you've said, if you are righteous, the Bible, Isaiah 3:10 says, say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with you. Be in right standing with God. And all this we've said will come to pass in your life.
So we should be in right standing with God. Thank you very much, sir. Viewers, we're coming to the end. We're closing the curtain right now. Thank you. I still remain your God blessing Dinkba. See you soon. Keep being in BlisSpot. Remain in the spot. Watch out for the next video. Watch out for the next topic. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Thank you. See you soon. God bless you all. Bye.